Today, there was a lot of manipulation on XRP. Okay, let me explain. Guys, the monthly light just went out. Let me tell you something crazy. This is completely evil. Check out this close of the standard candles every month. It actually closed at 3.02, but you have to zoom in to see that. Guys, it's just under 300. That's crazy. What? That's how you know they're putting a hold on XRP, guys, as if you guys didn't know, right? I really hope that they did not have any problems. How much did this amount to? There was only a 0.5% rise, and on the monthly schedule, XRP would have been set to go through the roof. Because of that, right now on the RSI on these measures, what does it say? There is no sign of a bearish split. Guys, I know that negative divergences are a bad thing. That's fine if you're a bull, but negative divergences make you move. To keep going higher, it's kind of like adding more fuel to the fire. A lot of fuel, obviously. That means we have, so I guess it will be this month, right, that we're going to be above 303. So I'm pretty sure it will happen by the end of this month. On the hike and the Shis, though, it was proven, guys. Good to know that the hike in Ashi does show a downward trend on a monthly basis, so they're going to pump it up to that level in the coming months. I think the hike in Ashi candles are more important than regular candles. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I know a lot of people use regular candles. That's likely why. But for Bitcoin, guys, it's been closed. All right, for the standard candles, take a look at that very tall bit. Okay, so now that we know what we know, based on the monthly time frame, Bitcoin has a crazy number of bearish divergences. XRP is not as good as Bitcoin yet, okay? Since XRP is one step behind Bitcoin, they will keep pumping Bitcoin here, okay? T hat means that XRP is just behind. It wasn't a bad thing because XRP went crazy in this monthly candle gas. Okay, so it's not too bad. It's going to be beautiful in the coming months, but there is still hope because in a few days, 2 days, or 3 days, the 3 weekly needs to be above $3.36 every 2 weeks. It's closed now, right? I think these guys are all positive, but again, manipulation hit hard. That's crazy. Right before it closed, it was $3 and more than 10 cents. When it opened, it was $3.02. How is that even possible? Yes, ask me. I wouldn't ask the people who are messing with the markets why. What makes me so crazy? So much good news. What I'm going to talk about is all the good news that came out today. So much good news in one day, and we dump. Just in crypto bank Bitcoin worth $1.2 billion was just bought by Anchorage Digital. Bitcoin use in businesses is rising, and this is why businesses and governments are buying Bitcoin worth billions of dollars. How does it pump, though? It really dumped. Micro Saylor plans to get $4.2 billion in funding so that it can buy more Bitcoin. Billions and billions and billions. Yes, we were dumped too. Maybe didn't buy today, right? Still, this is good news for the future. With all this news, it should have pumped. Then we got the news that the U.S. Treasury had just bought back another $2 billion. Guys, this is stealth QE. The markets are getting more liquid again, okay? President Trump made another important trade deal with South Korea. South Korea will spend 350 billion won on an ACS buy worth 100 billion won, and a trade area where American goods don't have to pay any taxes, all of these good things happening. What causes news? I think that plan is crazy. How do we get rid of it? The CEO gives some advice saying that Bitcoin will reach $150,000 by the end of the year. After that, we got Kathy would think by 2027, Bitcoin will be worth $500,000. Okay, so that's the thing that if you see Bitcoin on the monthly, we'll also look at ETH. Ethereum had the best monthly close. For ETH, this doesn't look too bad either, right? Guys, it's been a crazy month. Okay, they want people to leave. That's the point. That's what I now know, right? There is a lot of trickery going on, even though good news came out today. Are you serious? What the heck is that? They want you to leave because of this. By the way, Coinbase says that there is a Bitcoin holding change today. More Bitcoin in Q2, 2005-09. Yes, they bought even more Bitcoin, guys, in the second quarter. The total amount held is 12K. Yes, the market value is 1.2 billion. After that, the Coinbase report says that XRP brought in more trading income than either Ethereum or Solana. That's right, because so many people trade XRP, right? A lot of people are interested in XRP. How do we dump? I'm not sure. Take a look at all the new news from today. I just can't handle this anymore. For Inasia's users, Coinbase started prediction markets and stocks that are backed by tokens. Guys, soon the stock market will be made up of tokens. What kind of way? What? The blockchain will be used for everything. Okay, but which chain? Which is it? The XRP system or that? The CEO of Robinhood says that tokenization is what the new banking system is built on. By the way, who are the only ones who have said that the new banking system is coming? We still dumped them. Who were the first ones to say that? You'll see if you look ahead. But you thought people smiled, right? I thought we were crazy. On the other hand, billionaires are supporting our belief that a new financial system is on the way. Because of this, there is a lot of market manipulation going on. Then when they flip the switch, everything will be clear. You will use crypto from CZ at some point. $4,000. The CEO of JP Morgan just said live on CNBC that the company will offer services for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Let's go. It seems to have happened today. Then we dump. Really? In the past few months, there has been a coming together of crypto and traditional finance at JP Morgan. For example, you announced yesterday that Chase customers will be able to use credit cards to fund their Coinbase accounts. On Investor Day, you said that clients would be able to. He will never say XRP's name, but he will be so happy to say Bitcoin. Even though he didn't like it in 2017, he wants to join now. He says, oh, there's so much money I need to get in right away. But it's clear that he has XRP. Don't let this fool us. Now, come on, you can buy Bitcoin. You told people not to do it or the fixed coin-like token. How common do you think crypto will be in traditional banking, and what risks do you think there will be as these two fields become more connected? Basically, two worlds coming together. They said this again just now. I told risk not to. That is, without a doubt, the risk. And not all the rules are written yet. Think about the rules that go along with it, like AML, BSA, KYC, and reports. And when they say stablecoin, which is what we're going to have, I'm not against them. I mean, stablecoins are like rules for mutual funds, but I think there are real ones, which is why I believe in stablecoins and blockchain, but not in Bitcoin itself. Okay, I see. I was going to say, then why don't you say back in 2017 that you love cryptos and all that, and you change your mind? Okay, I get it. He just said that he doesn't like Bitcoin, but he does like blockchain and safe coins. Very interesting. Put that in your back pocket. You are the customer, though. I dislike telling people what they can and cannot do with their money. We're not interested in that at all. So we're going to make room for those things. You told us about the deal we made with Coinbase. Now you can move money from Chase to Coinbase. He says, I'm not against stablecoins. Do you know why? This is because it's a way to buy American debt. Okay, you guys, that's how cryptos will soar to heights that have never been seen before the crash. Without a doubt, you need an XRP. Because it is skewed, no one is moving money with your JPM coin or any of the other coins they use. The name is linked to a bank. That's why you need a neutral bridge. Ring, ring, ring. We'll use it and be in it. To say it again, we'll do it if the people want to use it and make sure it's used correctly. The customer wants it. JP Morgan doesn't want that to happen. In that case, it seems like both private credit and Bitcoin are fine. You'll buy crypto at some point, but they still dumped because they want you to leave. Coinbase, our financial numbers for Q2 25 are now live. Did we go up or down? Yes, stablecoin sales have grown by 25% or more from one quarter to the next, plus 13% of the average 13 billion UCC held in Coinbase goods. Wow, things are really going off, guys. That's how we know we're not at the top. Pay close attention. I know they played Satan today, but not for too long. I also know we're not at the top because Nancy Pelosi says she doesn't trade on inside information and isn't worried about her past investments. Hey, Nancy, give me a call, please. I'd like to join in. How do you know that? Is there a horoscope teller in your life? You might not be insider trade, but let me tell you what the plan is. It's said that they are now going after Nancy Pelosi, who is an expert at the mall, okay? The stock market made her a lot of money. To put it simply, they're using this story to stop leaders in Congress from trading and owning stocks. Guys, it's the top. When we see that bill or law pass, then they will all sell, run away to the hills, and never come back. But you and I, we're going to hold, and then we'll become their liquidity. So it looks like this is making the story more interesting. Get ready, get ready. The White House just gave some strange bills. The White House says that criticism of Nancy Pelosi is fair. The amount of money she has is $431 million. What the heck did she have to do with that? What, you could just send me 1 million of those? You won't even notice them in your portfolio because you'll make them back right away. The value of Nancy Pelosi's stocks rose by 70% in 2024. Almost twice as big. I'm between $200 million and $400 million, guys. Now, come on. That's really cool that the White House is on her. And it's clear they'll go after her, right? That's how they plan to do it. They need trouble all the time. Then the answer comes into play because of how people reacted. What's wrong is that lawmakers like Nancy Pelosi are trading stocks, okay? Reaction is the people we the people like. She has a lot of money. It's not fair. If we want a level playing field, they should stop their own employees from making so much money through insider trading. But what most people don't know is that, what do you call that? That is a top. Okay, so what if we're not yet at the top? We're not on top. That's how I know we're not on top. Keep your cool and don't sell. There will be clear signs that let us know when we were at the top. Funny thing this is, to be honest, I think August is